ನೀವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ
ಇದನ್ನೇ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಕಬ್ಬಿಂದ ಫೋನ್ ಸರ್ ಸರ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್.
So we have our chairman, Mr. Supradeep Bandyopadhyay with us, who would be interacting with you. In fact, giving his thoughts to say about the institution and about the pension sector and about what PFRDA does and what goals or achievements we have at this point of time and what are the plans going forward. So before we start, I'd like to have an introduction so that we know each other and we have a better deliberation. So starting with me, I'm Fukan. I'm a Chief General Manager with PFRDA and I'm working for the last 11 years. So
Thank you for coming today. First of all, with our distribution channels, we call them points of presence or POPs. So we had a detailed meeting starting from 10:30, it went up to almost 1:30. We had detailed deliberations as to what they are going to do to help us in having more and more NPS customers. As you know, PFRDA history goes back to 2004 when it was set up with a focus only for pension, because there is no other institution or regulatory body in India which has a so understand pension also is a very important area, and unless people they are protected against their old age, when people stop earning, then it will be very difficult for people to live their life peacefully. Normally there is a tradition when somebody retires from service or maybe any other institution, the general this thing that people wish to each other is that have a happy retired life. But if you look at into this statement and little deeply, maybe what makes one happy? And the first thing that they need is that their daily needs are taken care of, and for that anything you want to do, you need money today. So when the actual source of money, income generation capacity stops, and thereafter suddenly I look for money everywhere elsewhere, and unless I am prepared for that, it will be very difficult nowadays, and people are living pretty long. We have a small presentation and it will be shown, and I'll try to explain to you about PFRDA, what it has done, what we do, how many customers we have, what kind of fund or assets that we manage today, and what we wish to do in near future, to give you more or less perspective. So first you look at the pension scenario. There are not even pension if you look at the return, but when you retire, 50% of your last drawn salary is ensured as pension, and thereafter as and when there is a wage revision, salary revision declared by government, which normally, as you know, happens with this paying 22% share of that 35 lakh crore, and currently we are managing 7,72,000 crore. This is the latest figure I am talking about. So total pension assets in the country, or retirement benefit assets in the country, one way to measure it, that how good is our pension system everywhere, the same data is taken into account, is that pension assets divided by the GDP of the country. So 35 lakh crore, if it is divided by the GDP of our country, it comes to hardly about 15%. So 15% of the GDP of the country. The latest data that we have, we are sharing with you. And total assets that we manage for these 5 crore 51 lakh people, our growth rate has been very good, and not only in number of subscribers, but in AUM also the numbers are going up. Last year alone, 21-22, I am very happy to share with you with the APY and
What is AUM, sir?
AUM is assets under management, total assets that we manage today. Employees 3,86,000 crore. For corporate sector, lot of companies, they are coming and they are joining us, 97,300. For private sector, this is private sector means these are individual people like you and me, because we have gone beyond a central and state government, and actually it is now opened up to any citizen of India. And even if they are NRIs, for them also they can still open their NPS account here in India. No issues at all. Growth is coming. We are expecting almost close to 20 lakh new non-government sector customers joining us. See, number of new customers in the non-government sector who joined, you see from 2021 there was a sudden jump, 5,93,000 to 9,76,000, and you will understand that this kind of growth has come into a year which was most challenging, not only for each one of us but for the humanity as such, because all of us see what
people look through your articles and all that, people will definitely take interest in pension, because this is one area today. The reason could be that they feel that we have still 30-35 years of active working life. Why do we start thinking of retirement now? But unless we start thinking about these things early, it will be very difficult. People do not know really at any given point of time how much do I really need to save. So for that you have to start early, think about what kind of lifestyle that you are going to have, the kind of inflationary pressures that we are going to see in the market, and accordingly you have to find out a balance between your income and your expenses at the point of retirement. And as I have already said that longevity is increasing, so beyond 60 years of age also on an average an Indian is living anything between 18 to 20 years. So that's a long journey post retirement, and during that period also people have to be protected financially. That's why we did this press conference, and we find from different media channels we are also getting very positive coverage, and I believe it will go a long way in creating the desired awareness in the system. It's a part of NPS, apart from 3-4. So we have close to 80 lakh employees of central and state governments. We have subscribed to NPS and they continue to enjoy the benefit.